Yeah, July season. Feel something. Yeah, it's him. See that? All righty, guys. Hey, my name is Coach Marcus Jones here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am an Emerald Advancing leader with this company called Zilara. I want to welcome you to tonight's overview where we're going to cover information about the Zilara Income Opportunity. And this is not just a product company, but a platform built around health, opportunity, and freedom. And there are really two sides to what we're going to look at: products people can use and an optional business opportunity for people who want another stream of income. And you don't have to decide anything while we're going through this. Just look at the information and ask yourself, because something here makes sense for me or someone I know. And we're going to keep this simple, no hype. And I'll show you the products, I'll show you the business model and how people can earn and the system we use to help people get started. So before we get into the opportunity, there are two important things I want to cover. This is get to my next slide. Come on, PowerPoint. There we go. So anytime we talk about earning money, okay, we need to be clear. There are no guaranteed earnings. Okay, just have to make that clear. Let me get that off my screen. And income depends on many factors, including effort, skills, consistency, leadership, customer activity, and the growth of your organization. The numbers you'll see are illustrations of how the compensation plan can work, not promises of what any particular person will earn. Some people may earn nothing, others may build significant businesses. Individual results vary. So as you can see, the compensation plan. Okay, so you can see the compensation plan and think possibility and mathematics, not guarantees. Okay, and the same transparency applies when we talk about the products. And a little bit more history about me. I worked in corporate America in the insurance industry for over 30 years. And I started with the largest insurance company in North America. And I've only worked for three companies my entire career. I was in management for almost 23 years. And almost a year ago, my last employer, after 17 years and 4 months, eliminated my position. Because of this amazing opportunity in the network marketing profession, I decided to retire years earlier than my normal retirement age. And I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm also a documented seven-figure earner with the company. So we have a great compensation plan. So here's our medical disclaimer. Zilara offers wellness products, but wellness products are not a replacement for medical care. We're not here to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. If someone has a medical condition, takes medication, is pregnant or nursing, they should discuss supplements with their healthcare professional. As distributors, our job is to share product information and our experiences responsibly, not practice medicine, because I'm not a doctor. I know we have doctors with us, but I'm not a doctor. And with those important points covered, now let me show you what caught our attention about Zilara. So, three words summarize what attracted people to this amazing opportunity: health, opportunity, freedom. Okay, health is about product design to become part of everyday wellness. Opportunity is about giving ordinary people like you and me a way to participate economically in the products they recommend. And people do network marketing every day, just don't get paid for it, because we're always sharing things we like with people we know. Right. And then freedom. Freedom means different things, different people, extra money, paying bills, having choices. That's important. And eventually having more control of your time. For me, time is more important than money, because you can spend money and make more money back, but your time, you can't get that time back. That's why I like have an option for myself to never ever have to work a job another day of my life because of this opportunity. So I have a lot of time. And notice that the fourth concept on this slide, though, community. So network marketing is ultimately a people business. And the reason this conversation is relevant right now is because a lot of people are looking for something different in their lives. Look at what families are dealing with right now. Inflation, job uncertainty, especially with AI advancing and doing things that humans used to do. AI is doing that. Robots are being created to replace jobs. Healthcare expenses, retirement concerns, and a desire for more control over their lives. And for many households, relying on one paycheck creates vulnerability. That's risky. And that doesn't mean everybody should quit their job. I never quit my job. They eliminated my position. I worked and this with this in this great profession. I enjoyed my professional career, but it was important for me to have additional income streams. Okay, so it's not necessary to quit your job, but quite the opposite. It means an additional income stream can provide another layer of financial resilience in case your income is disrupted from that job. And people are asking, what can I do without necessarily taking on another traditional job? That's time, right? And to me, two jobs are for two people, right? And so this is where businesses can be built part-time like Zilara and become worth examining. All right. So the goal isn't necessary to replace income tomorrow. Okay. The first goal may simply be to diversify where your income is coming. So what exactly are we doing here with network marketing? People want to know, what is this thing? So in traditional retail, products typically move through different layers before reaching the consumer. Network marketing uses independent people like you and me to introduce products directly to consumers through relationships, referrals, social media, and personal experiences. Instead of relying solely on traditional advertising, part of the economics with a network marketing company can be used to compensate independent distributors. Okay, so the important word here is relationships. Okay, relationships are really important. People already recommend things. Stated that previously. People recommend restaurants, movies, apps, clothes, and products every single day. Don't get paid for doing that. Network marketing creates a compensation structure around qualified product referrals and team building activity. That's where you have that leverage. And this isn't some brand new idea. Network marketing has been around for decades. So direct selling has existed for generations. Different companies have used variations of person-to-person distribution and relationship marketing. These companies aren't connected to Zilara. The point is this, guys, is simply that direct selling itself is an established distribution model. Why can't it work? Okay, why can't it work? Sorry about that. Because personal recommendations can be powerful. That's why it works. People, if someone likes you and trusts you, you make a recommendation, okay, they're going to probably take action and go buy what you recommended if you have a good relationship with people. That's why this is a people business, and we build people, and people build the business. Now, when someone we trust tells us, "Hey, I use this, and here's why I like it," we often pay more attention than we do to another advertisement. The thing is this: people have always influenced purchasing decisions. Direct selling simply formalizes that relationship, which is great. Now, the thing is this, guys, get to the next slide. So if direct selling isn't new, the better question is, why Zilara? Okay, for me, it begins with having multiple product categories rather than depending on one single product. Okay, that's like a music producer having one beat, or a rapper having one bar in his rap, right? We have multiple products. Now, there are wellness products, nutrition, and energy products, essential oils, personal care, home and laundry product. We have a lot of products. That gives us different conversations with different people. Someone may never be interested in building a business, but may love one of the products, and that's perfectly fine with us. Then for people who do want income, there are different ways to participate, and the product philosophy is just as important as the business, right? Because if products don't move, no one gets paid. Now, the goal is to offer products that fit into real life. We have that. Okay, think about things people already spend money on: hydration, supplements, coffee, personal care, tooth powder, deodorant, things like that, essential oils, and household products. People are already buying this stuff. That matters because a sustainable business needs real customers buying products because they actually want the products. We want the product to make sense, okay, to people we share with, even if the compensation plan didn't exist. That is an important standard for me. Okay, so the thing with us, we're product first, customer first, opportunity second. Like I said previously, if products don't move, nobody gets paid. Now, here's where you begin seeing the ecosystem with Zilara. Check out our fresh tooth powder. Okay, check out our deodorant sticks. Check out our go-go sticks, which are wellness on the go. They are essential oil nasal inhalers, are amazing. We also have our home and laundry products. Now, for me, I'm not trying to sell someone everything on this page. Okay. Find out what the person cares about and then start there. If they drink coffee, offer coffee. If they wear deodorant or wash their body and use soap and shampoo, offer deodorant sticks or the soap bars. If they brush their teeth, hey, we have our fresh tooth powder. Okay, so find out what they care about and start there. And one person may be interested in coffee, or another person may be interested in hydration or deodorant, having non-toxic deodorant or personal care products. Another person may be interested in having non-toxic household products. That's why listening is more important than constantly pitching. Join my team, buy my products. That's not what we do. So collectively, that creates what I call the wellness advantage. Before we talk about the business opportunity, we have to start with the foundation of Zilara, the products, and the wellness advantage. People are already spending or circulating money every month on products for their health, personal care, nutrition, and their homes. Okay. These aren't necessarily new expenses, they're often existing household purchases. The opportunity with Zilara is to introduce people to quality wellness and everyday use products that can become part of what they are already doing. And that's important because when someone finds a product they genuinely like and continues using it, we aren't depending on a one-time purchase. We are creating the potential for real customers and repeat usage, which is important. That right there is awesome. Now, that also changes how we approach sharing Zilara. Instead of asking, how can I sell somebody something? Okay, we can ask, what are they already buying? And do we have a Zilara product that could serve that need? Think about your own household for a moment. Just think about that. Every month, money leaves your home for things you consume, coffee, maybe one of them, and you replace, okay? Wellness products, personal care products, household products, nutritional products, and more. Normally, you buy those products and you use them and the transaction ends. But what if some of that spending could be redirected through a business you are already connected to? Okay, and that's what we have what's called the transfer store concept. So that brings us to one of the simple concepts I like to talk about with Zilara. And we're not necessarily asking you to go out and create a completely new shopping budget. We're simply looking at products you're already purchasing somewhere else, and where Zilara has a product that makes sense for you, and transferring some of those purchases to your own Zilara store. I'll call that, as I said previously, the transfer store concept. So instead of asking people, hey, what else do I need? Okay, start asking, what am I already buying that I could potentially transfer? And let me show you what that looks like here with Zilara. So here's the idea behind the transfer store concept. We're already buying products every month. Instead of spending additional money that we work hard for, we simply transfer some of the buying we're already doing to Zilara, And think about everyday essentials like coffee. We have a brain fuel coffee called Nova Coffee. Okay. Think about soap or deodorant or shampoo. Think about tooth powder, laundry products, and household cleaners. We have all that. So start with just a few products you already use and replace what you're currently buying somewhere else. Okay. And so for customers, it creates an easy way to discover products they can use and reorder. For business builders like you, okay, customer purchases can generate 30% retail commissions paid for the life of your customer. So the key is simple, okay? Don't create another expense. Transfer the spending you're already doing. And here's something important. You don't necessarily have to become a full business builder to participate. Some people don't like it. So we have our affiliate and influencer program. Some people don't want to build a network marketing organization. That's perfectly fine. They simply want to recommend products. That's where the affiliate and influencer program comes in. You can create an account, receive your link at no cost, back office, everything, share products, and earn the applicable retail commission on qualifying sales. There's no need to complicate this process. And I have someone may say, hey, Coach Marcus, I love the products, but I don't want to build a team. This may be the lane for them, the affiliate or influencer program. And because compensation is tied to actual qualifying sales, results depend on what you actually produce. If products don't move, no one gets paid. So for people who want to build beyond retail customers, that's where the broader compensation plan comes in. This is the exciting part. So Zilara does not depend on one single commission. Okay, we have different categories of compensation. We have our retail commissions, our community matrix commissions, team binary commissions, matching bonuses, star bonuses, leadership bonuses, and this is real-time pay. We're paid in real time. So that's what I like. Now, if you're watching for the first time, don't worry about memorizing all of this today. You can learn this once you partner with us. This is recorded. You can watch this as often as necessary. The takeaway is simple. It's simply that different activities inside the compensation plan with Zilara can create different types of commissions. And as your customer base and organization develop, you may become eligible for additional compensation. Again, these are compensation plan mechanics, not guaranteed earnings. You don't need to understand everything before you start. You learn the compensation plan as you build. For me, I like telling people you will learn the pay plan by earning income, earning commissions in the pay plan. That's how you're going to learn this. Now, there's one part of the pay plan I do want to spend a little more time on. It's the 2x15 matrix. What time is it? We're making great time. So a 2x15 matrix means there are two positions on your first level, four on your second level, eight on your third, and it continues doubling through 15 levels. And everyone active at 10 VV goes into their 2x15 matrix. Now, when completely filled, that's 65,534 positions beneath the starting position, which would be you. The compensation plan can pay up to 50 cents per qualifying person per level, subject to the plan's rules and qualifications, and the numbers on the chart show the mathematical maximum of a completely filled matrix at 50 cents per person per level. A full matrix is not typical and certainly is not guaranteed. What makes this concept interesting is leverage, which is important. Your organization can potentially grow beyond only the people you personally introduce. So to appreciate the mathematics, look at how large 65,534 actually is. That's a lot of people. Now, how big is a full matrix? Most people have trouble visualizing 65,534 people. The real lesson isn't that everyone will fill a matrix. They won't. Everyone's not going to fill their matrix. The lesson is how multiplication works, not addition, multiplication. So 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8, and 8 becomes 16, and that number grows exponentially. Okay, so network marketing becomes powerful when duplication occurs, not when one person tries to recruit 65,000 people. I don't think I even know 65,000 people. I know a lot of people from playing sports in high school and college, and have a big network of people, but I certainly do not know 65,000 people. Now, your responsibility is not to personally find 65,534 people. Your only responsibility is to learn the system, help the people you introduce, and teach them to duplicate. Don't focus on filling 15 levels. Focus on helping your first two people succeed. Now, timing. Timing matters, okay? But I don't want anyone making an emotional decision. We don't convince people. We don't want people feeling pressured, okay? The real advantage of starting sooner is simply that you give yourself more time to learn, develop skills, build customers, and build relationships, okay? So 3 months from now, will arrive whether you start or not. A year from now will arrive whether you start or not. Small actions performed consistently over time can compound. So don't interpret now as pressure. Interpret now as, if this makes sense for you, why unnecessarily postpone getting started tonight? So people from many backgrounds can learn network marketing. I did not come from a sales and marketing background. Matter of fact, I'm not even supposed to be doing this type of profession, because when I was in first grade, my first grade school teacher told me, "Hey, Marcus, you need to get a job working with your hands because you don't speak fluently enough to have a job that requires you to talk to people." Because when I was growing up, I stuttered very bad. I stuttered severely. I still stutter sometimes now. I went to speech therapy from kindergarten through 12th grade, and I initially wanted to be a paper pusher in accounting, become a CPA so that I didn't have to talk to people. But that career didn't fit my personality, right? So anyone can learn this. Okay. So but it doesn't mean that everyone will achieve the same result. You don't need a sales degree. My degree is in psychology. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in psychology. So you don't need a sales degree or decades of business experience. What you do need is a willingness to learn, communicate, follow up, stay consistent, and help people. Someone can start part-time. I started part-time, and I still do this part-time, even though I earn full-time income. I do this business part-time. Okay, someone retired can do this. I'm retired. Okay. A busy professional can do it. I was a busy professional for years and I did this. A stay-at-home parent can do it. So the technology has made it possible to communicate and build relationships from virtually anywhere. So the question isn't really, can anyone join? The better question is, are you willing to learn and consistently do activities? And that's exactly why we created a simple activity system. Now, we call this the simple 232 daily success system, which is optional to follow, but this works. Now, this may be the most important business building slide in this presentation. So I want you to remember this. Remember this slide. We don't want people waking up wondering, what am I supposed to do today? The system is 232. Okay. Share with two people. You can do it online, on social media, or offline. Okay. If you are on social media, post 3 times throughout the day. Provide value, education, inspire people, share your lifestyle, products, or share the opportunity. And then the second two is follow up with two people. That's it. That's 7 simple, intentional activities done, just say 5 days a week. So you aren't trying to convince everybody, you're creating conversations. Now, some say yes to either the product or the opportunity. Some say no. Some say later, right? That's normal and part of the process, but consistency gives the system enough time to work. So this system is simple enough to do. And if you agree with that, type 232 if you watch it on Facebook or on Zoom in the chat or on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube. So this is simple enough to do, okay? Simple enough to teach. You can learn it, you can do it. It's also simple enough to duplicate. That's how your business is going to grow, because you're going to learn it, you're going to do it, you're going to teach it, and the people you teach it to, they're going to learn it, do it, and teach it. That is how you are going to fill this matrix up. And thank you guys for commenting. So this is your launch checklist. Okay, so when someone joins, we don't want to leave them wondering what happens next. We take them through a simple launch process, set up the account. Okay, learn the basics. You can go to your back office, see what you have in your back office. Go to your Zilara.com site, see what's on there, learn some things. begin the 232. Okay, attend training. We have training on Sunday and Tuesday, and we have other calls on Monday, Wednesday, and which is today and Thursday. So experience the products and share the products when appropriate, and set some goals. What's your goal? Okay, we want to help you get your first wins. Your first win is your first commission, right? And then comes one of the most important steps. When you enroll people who want to build a business, and even your customers, help your new people get their first win. Okay. And finally, you want to repeat this process. So duplication happens when the person you sponsor can follow the same process you followed without needing you to do everything for them. That's why we create the simple 232 system. So we're not trying to create dependent followers, right? We are creating leaders. This is a leadership development program disguised as a network marketing opportunity. Okay. We're developing independent leaders. Okay. And that brings us to what I believe is the foundation of everything. So this slide, remember this one. Okay. Success is not about selling. So before we finish tonight, I want to address something that stops a lot of people before they ever start. They say, I'm not a salesman. That's actually okay. Okay. You don't have to become one. The business works best when you stop thinking about selling and start thinking about serving. So ask questions, listen, find out what someone wants or needs. Then, only then, determine whether you have something that could help them. Sometimes that's a product, sometimes it's the business opportunity, and sometimes Zilara isn't what they're looking for. That's perfectly fine. That's okay. People don't want to feel sold. No one goes on social media wanting to be sold. Okay. They want to feel heard. They want to feel respected. They want to feel valued. Isn't that right? Don't you guys feel that way? I don't go on Facebook and want anybody selling me anything. Okay. Now that's why our approach is simple. Add value. Okay. Build relationships. Share when appropriate and serve with integrity. We're going to do the right thing even when it's easy to do the wrong thing. We don't lie. We don't tell untruths. We don't tell half truths. We share facts. So you don't have to chase people or pressure people. You simply become someone people trust enough to listen to. So the goal, remember this slide right here. The goal isn't to sell more people. The goal is to serve more people. And when you combine that philosophy with the products, compensation plan, training, and community we've talked about, you begin to see what we believe makes Zilara different. That's transition to this. I like this slide. Remember this slide too. I like this one too. So Zilara brings together premium wellness products, a transparent compensation plan, and a purpose-driven community. The foundation is products. Okay. The foundation of products people can join, people can use, enjoy, reorder, and confidently share with others. The compensation plan is designed to be understandable, including the 2x15 matrix with the potential to earn up to 50 cents per person per level when qualified. Zilara provides 6 ways to earn, giving members multiple paths for building income rather than depending on a single commission type. Qualifying commissions can be paid in real time, allowing members to see the connection between activity and rewards more quickly. Your job, imagine if your job paid you in real time, like every hour on the hour, every hour you worked, they would deposit your hourly rate into your bank account. Okay, you probably wouldn't go back, right? So we get paid in real time. Now, we also have members have access to training, mentorship, tools, leadership, and a supportive community. Okay, the goal is to help people know what to do after they join. We don't want anyone lost. We want a business model that the average person can learn, follow, and teach to someone else. Technology allows members to build beyond their immediate circle, so we're worldwide, and potentially develop a customer base and teams in available markets around the world. Zilara is not only about earning money, it's about helping people, creating impact, developing leaders, and building something meaningful. We are working towards something that is simple, transparent, fair, supportive, and built for long-term success. So we have better products, in my opinion, a better opportunity, which is going to lead to a better future. So Now that we've looked at what makes Zilara different, I want you to think bigger. Imagine where you could be 1 year from today if you started taking consistent action now. Okay, so compensation plan, once again, I don't say anyone is going to earn a single dime, and results will vary. And this is based upon individual effort, skill, experience, customer activity, team development, and other factors as far as generating income. So 1 year from now. So now I want you to look beyond, you probably want to remember this slide too. Look beyond today for a moment. Just imagine where you could be 1 year from now if you simply started and stayed consistent. This slide is not about making promises. It's about possibilities created through consistent daily action. What could happen if you spent the next year becoming more intentional about your wellness? Okay, so better health habits. The small, sustainable habits practiced consistently can make a meaningful difference over time. What could happen if you spent the next 12 months building customers, learning new skills, and developing multiple ways to earn income? You don't have to build everything overnight. Okay, this is not a sprint. This is a marathon. You build it one customer, one conversation, and one day at a time. And for some people, success isn't just about what they earn, it's about who they help, who they become also. Imagine developing other leaders, helping people pursue their goals, and building a community that continues to grow. And ultimately, most of us aren't just looking for more money. Okay, we're looking for more choices, more flexibility, more control over our time. That's the biggest thing I desired once I became a professional in network marketing. I wanted my time back. Okay, and that's what most people want. They want to have their time back, which is great. And all people also want the ability to pursue things that matter. You can go after your purpose, right, and live the life you were truly created to live. And your results aren't created by one big day. Okay, they're built through the small things you do consistently over time. Now, there are no guarantees about where you'll be financially a year from now. Results will vary, but you can control whether you learn, take action, serve people, develop skills, and stay consistent. Now, here's the key question. Ask yourself this question. Think about this. 1 year is going to pass either way. What will you build with that 1 year? Okay, so you don't have to have everything figured out today. Start today, stay consistent, and see where it takes you. Okay, and if you're thinking, okay, I'm interested, Coach Marcus, okay, but what do I do next? That's exactly what we're going to cover on the next slide, your next step, which is great. I like this slide too. Now, this is where we make everything we discuss very simple. Your first step can be creating a free account or take the free tour, or you can go and order, okay? That gives you an opportunity to look around, learn more, and decide whether Zilara makes sense for you. Next, watch the information and training. We have recorded trainings posted on our team YouTube channel. Learn about the products, understand how the business works. Then if you got in free or took a free tour, then you choose products that fit your personal goals if you want to become a product user. If you decide you want to build the business, we help you launch. And this is the last step. This last step is important. Get plugged into the training. Okay, this is part of the training. Okay. Learn the system, get around people who are building, ask questions, become coachable and teachable, and start developing the skills to become a professional. Now, nobody expects you to know everything on day one. Okay, when you start your job, you did not know everything when you started your job. They trained you. Okay, so just simplify the decision. And I like these 5 steps: explore, okay, websites and opportunity, decide, okay, and get plugged in, and then you can explore without pressure, okay? You can decide what level of participation is right for you, okay? And if you decide to build, we are going to help you get started. So if you're ready, get back with the person, okay, who shared this presentation with you and tell them, I'm ready to take the next step. So with that being said, guys, if you are saying yes to us, I want to welcome you in advance to Zilara, but I want to clarify what you're actually saying yes to. You're saying yes to learning. You're saying yes to improving yourself. You're saying yes to helping people. You're saying yes to building relationships. And if you're building the business, you're saying yes to doing simple activities consistently enough to give yourself an opportunity to produce results. You have products, you have a compensation plan, you have training at no cost, you have a supportive community, you have people willing to help. What nobody can give you is your personal commitment. That part belongs to you. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to know everything. And you certainly don't have to build everything overnight. Once again, this is not a sprint. Learn the system, follow the system, help your first person, then help that person do the same. So your Zilara story doesn't begin when you reach a rank. It doesn't begin when you earn your first commission. It begins with your decision to simply take the first step. So whether you're here for the products, some additional income, a larger business, or simply because you're looking for something new, we're glad you're here. So stay committed, take action, serve people, make an impact, and let's build together. So with that being said, that concludes our discussion tonight. Hey, get back with the person that invited you to watch this presentation. Let them know what you liked about what you saw or heard tonight, and lock in your position with the Zilara family. And I left this part out. People are wondering, well, what is Zilara? Well, what happened was Green Organics is our parent company. Okay, I meant to share this at the beginning of the presentation, but I do these live. Green Organics is our parent company, started on August 11, 2011, 15 years ago. goDesana started in 2012, which had primarily essential oils and personal care products. Heart by Natural started in 2017. Okay, so in order to have access to goDesana products, you have to have a goDesana account. In order to have access to HBN products, which are the supplements and superfoods, you have to have a separate HBN account, which some of us had two accounts. Okay, now in May, when Zilara launched, Zilara merged HBN and goDesana into one company on May 22nd, launched cocoBLUE, and now members have access to all the goDesana products, all of the HBN products, and the Zilara products, cocoBLUE. We have oil oregano that's here from Zilara. We have SCI tea, and we have pH alkaline drops from Zilara. So now there's no need to have more than one account. You have one account with Zilara. So that is a Cliff Note version of how Zilara came to be in existence. So the company name is new, but we have over 15 years of experience in business. So with that being said, guys, hey, thank you for watching. If you guys are a guest, get with whoever invited you to watch this presentation. Tell them what you liked about what you saw or heard today. And I want to welcome you in advance to the Zilara family. You guys have an amazing night, and I'll see you next week. Bye.